can't believe it that we that my ancestors fought for this country. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for my ancestors to be looking upon like, you know what I mean? Like we fought for these people. All right, guys. Remember, you don't control your wargaming does.
Very true.
That's a badger, isn't it? dude. It's the most easiest tank to kill.
So,
Like, when you come up against the Smasher, right? Only because you've been told that it's a hard tank to kill. That's the first thing you think about it.
yeah.
Let's reverse that. Alright? Think of it like this. Whatever arsenal you have that you're working with at that time, right? That's gonna determine how much points you get off of that fucking smasher. Not everyone knows how to use a fast tank.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows what a medium heavy tank is. And not everyone knows how to use
Go on the road.
is considered ammo just it's a slow tank. It takes a while to get
They're knocked out. We didn't penetrate their armor. Track it. The engine is damaged. We slowed down. Gotcha. The engine is smoking. Done for. Get out.
See, they don't know how to kill it real quick. Look at this, man. Everybody else scored higher than my own team. My own team here. Let's check out the replay, so that way we won't have to get the wrong information out there. Okay. Let's see where they go. And this is my fault, right? The SU-100Y is almost as strong as a Smasher. This tank right there is way stronger, can outgun the Smasher. So let's look at those guys. And of course, there's another player. We only got one player in base, the Y100, and then we got these two way up there. That's crazy, right? I don't know. All I know is that the game is full of shit, just like its players from the NA server. I mean, nothing but players. And as you can see, SU100 will stand still, not doing a damn thing. Wow. And it's still my fault. Wow.
She looks at you like
What happened? Should have caught it.
Time to roll out. Push right through their armor. Our loader is gone. We can't fire as fast. We're immobilized.
More proof.
Our track is hit. It can break any minute. Sail up. This vehicle is hit.
What is it called? Proof that the game has failures. Proof that the game has failures, guys. Now I have been. Now look. Before I did it, right? Before I did it. Ah, chihuahua, these fat fingers. So before I did it. Now, let's look at Tank Thunder. And you'll see I have no lag whatsoever. None. None. None whatsoever. I should even download Tank Company on this one. That way you guys could see how well my signal is with the even with the horrible game. See how fast, guys, my data? That's how it's supposed to be fast. Alright? No. What do we get? We get wargaming's what do you call it? Controlling the your accounts. And it's a very well-known issue with the game.
The booster today.
We're gonna update it. Let's go back to. So this is Samsung. All right. Let's see my signal from Samsung again. See how it wasn't closed? Now it is. Wow, wargaming. Let's see my signal, guys. And this is Samsung, okay?
Let's go! Our fuel is hit. We blocked up our gas. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Getting that, guys.
Enemy armor is damaged. One of our trucks is gone. We can't move. Nice shot. One of our trucks was hit. This vehicle is hit.
Non-active players, check it out. See that? Point sharing right there. Non-active. Nothing. Look at that. Non-active. Non-active. Nothing. No help. More dead still players, not active, not doing what the game is entitled to be. You're supposed to be doing. It's more of like, who do you know, so that way you can enjoy the game in the game. It's not a player choice game. It's more a monitored,
Time to
rigged
roll
game
out.
by players. Like these are streamers that are rigging these battles just to make the game look good, guys.
We hit them hard. We've lost the track. We're immobile. Vehicle destroyed.
Like I said, guys, the problem with this game is the players that what do you call it? Are rigging the game for how it is. I'm a fair player, but at the same time, look at these other players. They don't even report the offenses, nothing like that. None of those things happen because that's the way players are at in this game. They love to cheat. As you see how the NA players play, and then you see other players stream the NA server, big difference, right? And then you see them going to other servers. When I was telling you guys that the EU server was better, Asia server's better, Brazilian server's better, but nobody believed me until they go into their own servers, and then they could see the difference, the bigger difference. And here's more proof of it from every other streamer that's, done the same thing I've been doing, speaking about the game. That's where it's at. But they call me crazy, but yet they're doing the same thing.
Let's get this show on the road.
To each their own. I'm only here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. See how they're trying to rig it? These are just players that, okay, we know Berserker's right there. Here, let's do this. That's all it is. Look at my team. They're not even active. Not one is moved up or swing around or flank around or do any of these steps that involves the game. No, what are they doing?
Enemy is...
They're rigging the game.
Our truck is hit. It could break any minute.
Rigging it.
Penetration. Now, this vehicle is hit.
None of them left the base. I mean, that's what they said. Rigged battles, guys, big time. And then you got other streamers that are trying to make it seem like it's really good battles. But I think the pay to play thing sticks with it pretty good because in order to cheat, you have to pay in order to cheat to win. And then the bigger, sadder part is that wargaming is really, really rigging these games. I mean, they're showing that they're willing to help out the wrongdoers and then the right doers of the game. They support cheaters than fair game players. That's the world we live in now. Ooh, I made a good shade. Fucking thing's been... You didn't see how I made it? I put a little board right there. Boom. Little airflow, little dynamic airflow. Bam. They repeat every fucking tank. Like in 3 months, they're repeating the tank every time. They're repeating other tanks. They're just repeating. They have no content, nothing. They don't know where to go with it. Like me, I'll do all the things, but these players are just not really in it. Crazy, right? They know exactly what time it is. Dude, it's crazy. Even the pamper shows it. Yeah, they know exactly. Look at the team. They know exactly where to go, where to cheat, what to do, everything. These are top players, guys. These are big spammers by players that are cheating. These are big time cheaters that are ready to cheat. See how my game went up? It's more proof, guys. See it? How much proof do you need for a game that rigs game for players that rig games? Yeah, proof shows that the player is actually yeah, all rigged, all perfectly rigged. Perfectly rigged, guys. Cheating game. I'm telling you guys, the game controls your account. The game, you could see how controlled that was. Very controlled. Not yet have we seen a real battle. Not yet. Just players that know each other on both sides. They're still using that Discord, which is, I mean, I guess it's allowed. I don't know if it is or not. But that's easy to show how these players are faking it big time. I mean, you call this skills. I call this deadbeat skills from a company that's going broke and at whack that keeps on falsely advertising team battle play. I don't see no team battle play. Let me taste that. Did you even shake it?
Yeah,
Doesn't look shake.
I fucking took the shit out of it for a good 5 minutes. It's really light.
Ugh. You can taste the vitamins.
I can't taste it.
But yeah, guys. See, let's try realistic. Let's show how fake these players are with this realistic shit. Watch. I'm gonna scare the shit out of them. They say that I camp. Watch what happens when they know that I'm in my best. They don't come out for shit. They camp. Like they don't got no skills. They stay close to the bases. They don't know how to monitor the map. And then you got players on my team. I'm gonna go to mountains where I know. But somehow we're gonna have enemies that know where I'm at by players giving away my positions.
进攻时间到。
Discord or some talking app. Now players are not gonna know. They're not gonna know where I'm at. But you can see that I have a non-active players. This player right here is just following me. He's not doing what he needs to do. He knew what he was doing. They don't even know how to play the game, dude. It's like it's every game you go to, it's like it's the first time you ever played. I mean, isn't that sad that they're giving that image? It's not my first time. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that makes me laugh. Like they're giving me things or signs in this game like if it's my first time playing the game. I mean, that's just what you see. What they're amplifying. They're amplifying that concept, that cheating concept. That's crazy, right? That's what they're doing. They're trying to run off of certain things that streamers use. That's crazy. They're trying to make it to their benefit.
Let's go! We've hit them hard! One of our trucks was hit!
What I tell you guys.
Vehicle destroyed!
How is this, guys, that they're gonna know exactly where we're going? Let's see if we can spot more tanks, and then we'll see the cheating aspect of it. Yeah, because supposedly they know exactly where we go now, unless they're looking at my stream, which is always possible. More likely, yeah. Hold on, they're gonna be looking at my stream. Let's go balls out. you see why I call it the downfall of wargaming? You see why? It's all rigged. All rigged, guys. Rigged. See, when you know what to look out for, you know exactly what players are doing. And this is what players are doing. You know, it's just wargaming, rigging its battles against me with players that don't like me. And I'm always going to have players in battles that are going to always be in my team against me and against everything else. How am I going to be that if I already seen that? Wow. How much more rigging are we going to get here? Yeah, but it doesn't even show the other battles that I had with the other ones. Exactly. Nothing but, damn. Who's that? Kick them all out. Is that you? Put them outside. Outside, girls. Outside, now. And then, you know, I love, guys, I love to see how lost, give me those chocolate cookies, how lost the game and the streamers are. I mean, even the old geezers are coming out, trying to come back into the live stream, and they're lost themselves. They're like, what the hell happened? Now they're saying, oh, we don't care about other players. We don't care about this. We don't care about that. Get some more.
I'm on the Kool-Aid. I'm not
Oh.
gonna finish with the cat. I'm already halfway with that shit.
What, you know, it's just, you know, one thing after another where you could see how lost the game is. You can see how controlling the manufacturers of this game are. And then they say, in this little carnival thing, they say you could get a free tank, right? So basically, you want the free tank, you come over here and you get those rewards, okay? And those are based on your experience, elite XP, all right? Now, depending on the game and everything else like that, it just depends on if you're willing to risk all your XP to use to be collecting. That's the one thing that they're not telling you. This is the one that uses the XP. All right. Now on the drop chances on these, let's see, 0.49%. And this drop chance tank from this list with a 1.962% chance that you're gonna get a tank if you, what do you call it, gamble all these things and, you know, get it to where you want it to be. And this one is a, yeah, you see, only 5% chance drop. So that's very little, guys. Customization items, 18% chance drop. You get more customization than anything else. MS, I mean, it's a 5% chance drop. So you're gonna get the MS1. You're gonna not get the tier 8 tank certificates with a 5% chance drop from the list with a 5% chance drop. So yeah, guys, So Tiger Mouse is only 1%. So it's not really worth, gambling all your stuff unless you want that 1K gold or 100K gold, which is pretty pathetic, if you ask me. I mean, there's other games out there that are giving you more than what this game is. And then this game makes you makes all these like fake concepts of the game. I mean, damn man, how bad can it really be? That's what I'm trying to think. Like every time I play this game, everybody knows you're gonna be asking yourself these questions. How bad is the game gonna actually be? You know what I mean? What is it that wargaming is doing that people are not liking the game at all? You know? People are not really in tune with the game. What do you get? Combat boosters, victory token. So that's what you're getting right there. Is boosters and combat stuff, which is like a waste, man. I mean, it's a total waste. If this the best that wargaming can do, then give us like stuff that we already have and a constant struggle. Then I guess, man, I guess that's what this is all about. It's crazy. This is crazy. Man, this game is boring now, man. I could be playing Tank Company right now and having some badass fun with some better graphics. Actually, with some realistic graphics, stuff like that. I could be playing Tank. Was it War Thunder, which took over number 1 from this game because of the clarity of gaming. The players that play in that game, they're not cheating, they're not rigging. Although it'll get there,
Move out! armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. We've damaged them.
Fuck yeah. Rich. Of course, like I said, this player, and that player is not really doing what they're supposed to be. Like I said, guys, there's so many rigged battles out there that these players just rig them. Rig them because they know each other. Rig them because they think it's fun. But hey, it all comes down to this: if the NA server wants to show, all these players want to show who's claiming what server. That's what I want to know. All these streamers claim to be in Europe but playing in the NA server. How the fuck is that fair? How the fuck is that fair for any continent claiming their own server, showing their own skills? Why do you do the NA server to rig? They're copying other people's styles instead of creating their own.
Up and at 'em, lads. We've damaged them. That wall bounced. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't even scratch them. That one didn't go through. That one bounced. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is hit. The driver's injured. Penetration. Penetration.
Nothing that anybody doodles, whatever he could say to make this game look good. He's not doing it. He's part of the problem. All these streamers are part of the problem. They never gave in nothing back to Wargaming except for complaints. And I've been trying to help Wargaming with these players, but yet they want to trash down talk Wargaming and battles knowing players on the other side. What is a skilled game? What is that if you have players that you know on other sides? You know, how can you consider this game a skilled game when players know each other from both sides? When you enter a game, you're 100% chance going to come to a player that you already know. Even if they take off the chat, they don't. Look, watch. Even if the chat during battle on open chat, they don't use it. They should just take the fucking thing out. Take the fucking chat out. What's the whole purpose of having a chat if nobody uses it? Nobody. In the entire all streams of what you see, all they use that for is just see some skills. We need to start seeing some gaming.
Time to roll out.
Is outdated. The players are outdated with the skills and do the same thing over and over and over. Not one player has figured out the game itself in entirety by itself. You know, these are just tactics that are the basic tactics that you do in a game. You know, these are the same things they do over and over and over. It's fact. It's true.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. Critical hit. Enemy is hit. Penetration. Great shot.
Of course, more rigs. Or else.
Enemy armor is damaged. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Look at that. Point sharing the whole time, guys. What took them the whole fucking battle to score that many points, it took me in the matter of less to score 1,000 points where they reached. The agony of the rigged battles of the game. That game we could have won, but as you could see, we have players knowing each other, helping each other, just point sharing. But yeah, I'm wrong because all I do is sit there when I'm spotting and killing players. Please explain to me. Explain to me. You guys just don't like it because I exposed the truth about these games being rigged by the company and by the players that are by the company. Yeah. This is freaking hilarious, man. How bad was that game, guys? How bad? You could see how bad the game was, guys. I mean, I don't know about you, but this game's like burned out big time. Big time. Big time burned out. big time burned out. And anybody that says that they're not, even other players like Mitzi 69, he's even starting to see it. There's a bunch of other players, like older players, they're starting to see it. There's this one British guy that came on. He came back, an older guy, even Bushka, and I mean, it's pathetically sad because they know what they're up against, and they're gonna have to find some way to cover their tracks or cover. So I got chat block. You see that? You see how false advertised the game is, guys? For me, not even cussing, but yet there's other players saying worse words than I was. How is that? How is that, guys? So this is more proof of the downfall of the game, guys. This is more proof that the game is gonna be dying here pretty soon, and that there's not gonna be nothing for the game to do. Nothing, nothing, because of the players that are basis on this game.
Did you like the tape?
Oh yeah, man, they just chat blocked me for one day, but for saying the things that I'm saying right now, right?
Yeah.
Because the players were just right now helping enemies.
Yeah.
They were just right now non-active, in the corner, not even moving or closing the door. You know what I mean? Perfect example, but yet I get chat blocked. This is how you could see, and this is what I want kids to see. I want them to see how modified this game can modify your own account and cheat you out of the things if you call out players. If you call out the players, they're gonna. This is what they trying to chat
Time
block
to
you.
roll
That way you
out.
don't have to speak on what's going on in the game. So let's see what players do. Since I'm chat blocked, look it, and I'm gonna just say it on live, guys. Exactly. So we got one inactive player. We got this guy, the Porch, which we already know that's helping enemies. I already played with this player, and I already know for a fact that he's one of those players that help enemies. And I can show you a video of it. It wasn't too long ago that I played with that player, and he gave up the game.
Damage them. That one bounced.
See how none of my players are helping? Look at that. When the one player I told you, Porch, Porch is gonna play with him. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to help. They're not even helping at all. At all. Now I can't even do my account. I got lag.
Enemy armor is damaged. Critical hit. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy hit. Penetration. Penetration. We got it. Everybody out.
Bullshit. That was some bullshit. Come on, Wargaming. We are. Exactly. The Porch didn't even get hit. As you could see, he was just laying around, not doing nothing, guys. He was just, what do you call it, a body. That's all he was doing. Players were helping these guys. Fuck those guys. And then I got players that don't even speak in English. I'm in the fucking NA server, North American server, and none of these players speak English. That's fucking sad, man. This is a most false advertised game that they say that you'll play with players that you could, talk to or share. It's just sad, man. You know, in COD, you see players that speak another different language, but nobody answers them. You know what I mean? But you play with most players that are in English speaking terms. In this game, you play with players that don't even speak English towards your own account. And you are from the NA server. You should be playing with, if you are an original NA server, you should be playing with English. They don't have me playing with that because of what I'm exposing about the game and the players. And the players that play all together, they don't want to be exposed that way. So what happens? They put me in players like this. That's how they modify and rig the game. They don't put you on where you belong. They put you on what they think, or they modify the game to look like where they belong. So it's more things of a rigged system, guys. Remember, you don't own account. They make you check mark the account to show that you don't own the account. You do not own it. You cannot do nothing with it. You cannot fight for it. Nothing. Even if they spot cheating players, accounts or whatnot, that's all that they're gonna do. That they're not gonna look at this. I get spotted from back there. A player I'm looking at. Wow. Here we go. No lag, but until I get into a battle, I get lag. How is that? How is that not rigged?
Critical hit. Enemy armor is damaged. We didn't penetrate their armor. We've damaged them. Our fuel tank's been hit. Penetration.
Oh, now it resets all of it. So this is, see, more rigged games, guys. He resetted my account. You can see. Look at this. He's gonna rig it again. Hold on.
That one didn't go through.
It didn't go through.
Enemy armor is hit. This vehicle
Wait, every time I get close to a player, I get, look at that, 902, guys, and I was at 1 something. So you can see how they modify your game, guys. You can see how the game system, they have more control of it. It's not worth playing the game. If they can control your account, what makes that thing about the game? Look at this point show with the player. Look at that point show. All games that are players that are acting like they don't know what they're doing. Modified games, guys. Buy the game. Damn, guys. More proof. More proof and more satisfying things just to see. Damn, this game is something.
Put some hot sauce on those things, baby.
Why me?
Because I said.